What is going on, guys? My name is Epic Soren, so this is going to be my review of The Walking Dead Season 6 finale with, spoiler alert, Negan. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm just going to reenact sort of how I reacted during the finale scene, Spoiler alert, the eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. Okay, so I have it all set up here. Negan's like, I got an idea. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And I was like, okay, I got them all lined up in my head. So he's going eeny, meeny, miny. Okay, he's going Rick, Maggie, Abraham, Michonne. Okay, I got this. I'll just figure out what part of the line he's on and crap! No, stop! What are you doing? You're going out of the... This is not the order. You can't just... Okay, okay. Maybe I can look at the angle. No. No. You just gonna give me a cliffhanger? What? No! No! AMC! Sorry, that was painful to hear. It was painful for me to say. But, yeah, oh my goodness. I mean, I'm a veteran of, TV show end season cliffhangers. For those of you who, like the very few of you who have watched Kyle XY, that TV show was cut after the mid-season finale on a huge, super important cliffhanger, and we never got resolution for that. So I'm like, you know what? Fine, they could end The Walking Dead right there, and I would be fine not knowing. I mean, I know they won't. It's like the biggest TV show of all time or something. But, I don't think... I'm still going to be trying to figure it out, right? I'm going to have my theories. I'm going to have, fan theories. I'll make sure to be doing, like, set photos, like, hey, Rick was spotted on set, so he's obviously not dead. I mean, he's obviously not dead anyways, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm not, like, hardly talking about the rest of the episode at all. So there were those people in armor who Morgan and Carol found. I believe they're from, spoiler alert, if you haven't read the comics, they're from the Kingdom, which is, like, another place in the comics. And so that's another interesting story arc thing that's happening. Carol is kind of starting to break down, and the weight of, like, all the badass stuff that she's had to do is just crushing her now. And, I mean, I can understand that. If I had to kill that many people and I was just sick and tired of it, I'd be crying my eyes out too, and I got a piece of dust in my eye out. So, I was actually surprised that Morgan actually killed the Savior who was about to kill Carol. I was like, see, he's just going to let this Savior kill Carol, and then he's going to feel bad, and he's going to realize, oh, okay, he actually did shoot him. Okay, new respect for Morgan. Morgan he doesn't want to kill, but, he will to save someone that he cares about. I mean, he obviously cares about Carol, because he went out after her. I think, anyways. What else to talk about? I don't know, nothing else really worth mentioning. They drove around a lot. I knew Daryl was not dead. I was like, there's no way they would kill Daryl. Especially not with that season finale coming up. You gotta have him there for that lineup. So who do I think Negan killed in the season finale? That's a tricky one. I still got that piece of dust in my eye. Okay, well, let's start with the basics. Can't be Carl, because he goes and he says, if anyone moves, cut the boy's eye out and feed it to his father. So obviously, Rick would move if it was Carl, and then that would happen. But then that would be pointless because Carl would end up dead anyways, so that would defeat the purpose. And it wouldn't be Rick, same argument, it would defeat the purpose. So Carl and Rick are safe. They're also, the showrunners. There's, from the comic books, I think both of them are still around. Maybe Rick has died by now in the comics, but I know Carl is still around. I think. Who else could it be? Some people are saying Eugene, because, they set it up like they got the sad music, the goodbye, he's given away the recipe for how to make bullets, so maybe it's Eugene because he said goodbye. Valid argument, but I feel like that would be a cop-out. Like, oh look, it's gonna be Glenn, or maybe it's Daryl, or maybe it's Michonne. Nope, it's just Eugene. I feel like it's a bait and switch, Like, they want some people to think maybe it's Eugene, but I'd be willing to bet it's not. Who else could it be? Okay, it's worth noting that after the first hit, Negan smacks whoever it is, that person starts to get back up. So obviously, this person is in good shape, at least. Which, to me, and then he says, look at that, he's taking it like a champ. So he says he, so that implies that I could just be taking that out of context, I could just be straight up wrong, but I'm pretty darn sure I heard him say he. So that implies that it's not a woman that he's killing. So in my mind, that makes Maggie, Sasha, Michonne, makes them, and Rosita, all safe. I think that was all the women they had with them, right? Yeah, I think so. So they're all safe. And it just seems out of character for Negan to kill a woman. That doesn't seem like the thing he would do to establish his dominance. And another argument against him killing Rick is that if he kills Rick, all of Rick's people are going to revolt. And he doesn't want that. He wants them alive. So he needs to break and bend Rick to fit his will so that the rest of his people will. So I don't think he would kill Rick for that reason too. But whoever it was obviously strong enough to take a blow to the head like that and then, get back up to be taking it like a champ. And Daryl was just shot in the shoulder. So I don't think it was Daryl, because if you're shot in the shoulder, he's been bleeding out for a while, he obviously looked kind of pale and hurt. I know Daryl is strong, but I don't think he's that strong to where he can take a shot to the shoulder. Like, that's close to the vitals. It's not the vitals, but it's close. And then take a barbed wire bat to the head full force. I think that would have taken Daryl out. No offense to Daryl, I do think he's strong, I really like him, but I don't think it's him. So at that point, that leaves Abraham, Eugene, Glenn, and I think that's... and Aaron. I don't think it's Aaron, because that would also be a cop-out. Like, there would be no emotional impact for the viewers, there would be, basically no emotional impact for the people back at Alexandria, except for Eric. It just doesn't make sense, show-wise, for it to be Aaron, because it needs to be someone that'll pack a punch for the group. And there's no way that Negan would really know that, but the way the show is written, it's going to be like that. So then the only people it can be at this point is Glenn and Abraham. And I really, really, really don't want it to be Glenn, but my gut is telling me, be prepared, it's going to be Glenn. There's no way he could survive that, and I can't come up with any arguments against it being Glenn at this point. There is one good argument I have heard for it being Abraham, though, and that's that after the first swing, whoever it is strong, gets back up, and Negan says, look at that, taking it like a champ. So that makes me think Abraham, because, Abraham's a soldier, right? He was a sergeant, I think, Sergeant Abraham Ford. So he's obviously strong, and we know he's obviously strong, and he's tough. He could take a hit like that to the head, and he's in good condition, too, and he would get back up. He's also a soldier, so he's honorable, and he would take it like a champ. So that kind of makes me think, maybe it's Aaron. Or, not Aaron. Abraham. Because Abraham, that would pack a punch to the viewers, because a lot of people are starting to, really like Abraham. I like him. It's not the end of the world if it is him. I don't really think it's him. At this point, I'm thinking it's Glenn. But, yeah, those are my arguments. So, I guess really the only thing Glenn has going for him right now is that nothing against Glenn, I just don't see him as a strong type of person to get back up like that. Some people were slowing down the audio and saying, look, you can hear Maggie saying, Glenn, no! And, but I could also hear like in that audio recording, I could also hear what sounded like maybe Maggie going, Daryl! And maybe some other women screaming Abraham and Rick and Aaron. So, like, I could not. I spent probably a good 2 hours last night going over every little bit of that scene, and I could not find any substantial evidence to point to any of the characters. The biggest thing I could come up with was like Reddit user, I forget who it was, pointed out, whoever it is obviously strong and in good shape and gets back up. So I don't think it's Daryl. I am curious though, who do you guys think it is? Let me know down in the comments. You've heard, what I thought. I'll have some more specific in-depth theory videos coming shortly. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see those. Yeah. I'll be doing these review videos for Fear the Walking Dead as well, and I'll also be doing my top 10 moments video for this as soon as I can. That probably won't come out until Wednesday, though, because I have a lot of stuff to do today, Monday, but I don't have very much to do at all on Tuesday. So that's probably when I'll be able to have the time to make that. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Peace. Make sure to smack that subscribe button. Bye.